nobody go in that bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes. That colon cleanse was potent, but what's important is how we nourish after. Yeah! Rastafaro. Blessings of Homeless family. Welcome forward to my channel. Today, we're gonna help y'all with a question that I get asked a lot, especially after we did the free up sleepover video. What do I eat after I take the free up and while doing my cleanse? So today, we're gonna be doing a full post colon cleanse, post free up eating day. What I eat in the day after you free up. So y'all saw, I just came out the washroom. Woo! It was a good release, so I give thanks. So first thing we want to do is replace the electrolytes that you lose as you freed up and you went to the washroom so many times over the night. You lost a lot of liquids, a lot of fluids, a lot of electrolytes. So one of the best things to start off with is coconut water. So we're gonna start off sipping some coconut water, and this is lightly gonna introduce nutrients into your physical structure. And after the first sip of this coconut water, you may feel like a little bit depleted after the free up because you lost so much, but after you take one sip, you're gonna feel energized. You're gonna feel clear and ready for the day. So if you feel a little bit tired after the free up, get you some coconut water. And then once you let that coconut water settle and you're ready to get some else into your physical, what we're gonna recommend is like a sea moss Richage, a sea moss smoothie. And this can be real simple. Add some sea moss, add some dates, some coconut milk, cinnamon or cinnamon, some sweet bay leaf, a little bit of hemp seeds, some walnuts, something very light. And then this is gonna be your first minerals, nutrients after your coconut water to help you feel more alive and revitalized. So this is key. And then for the rest of the day, our mindset is gonna be eat light. So we're gonna enjoy this coconut water, enjoy this smoothie, and y'all gonna follow us for the day to see how we eat, to have an epic post cleanse day, and to prepare for just being light and refreshed and just a new phase of our life. Because once we cleanse, we're starting a whole new chapter. So let's go. Bless y'all. So today we're going over what to eat after you take the free up laxative, the colon cleanse. And this is also gonna be the day one of your full body detox. But a question I get a lot is, what do I eat for the rest of the days? What do I eat after this cleanse? And we do have recommended foods that y'all can eat. We have a whole channel full of epic content for y'all to see those recipes. But I want y'all to make this your own. I don't want y'all to come into this experience and just copying what we have done or doing something that isn't authentic to yourself. So I'm gonna ask y'all the question is, when you're taking this cleanse, before you take this cleanse, I want y'all to think of, how do I want to eat? What is the ideal way for me to feast that is gonna make me feel best? Especially taking into account the different health conditions that we're working with, our different personal goals. We wanna take all of that into account, and I can guarantee that every one of you watching this have thought about that. And you may have not done it yet because of roadblocks or different problems that you may have seen. Whatever the issue is that is in your way, imagine that once you take this cleanse, all those roadblocks are gone. There is no longer anything standing in your way. Now, what do you want to eat now? That's what I want y'all to focus on, and that's going to be the mindset. And with that being said, we're still going to create a full 7-day plan for y'all to eat, but I want y'all to think about, how can I make this my own? Because that's the most important thing. How can you make this something blessed and enjoyable for yourself? So give that a little bit of thought before you actually start the cleanse, and that's gonna help you get the most out of this cleansing experience. Blessed love, y'all. So I'm at the warehouse now. After you've had your initial nourishment, the coconut milk or coconut water and whatever it is, the sea moss, Richage, the cocoa tea, whatever you choose, then you're gonna start taking the rest of the cleanse. And it's super simple, straightforward. You're just gonna take 1 tablespoon of each. So what you can do, shake it up, make sure you shake it up, open it up. You may hear the spritz, you may not. And then, boom. Pull up, That was all right. That was all right. I'm gonna take the pure gold for y'all because this one's super hot and spicy. But this is it. But this is all you're gonna do. Whoa, you see that? Ferment. That's potent! When you say it's potent, y'all, it's potent. But this is what you're gonna do for all the bottles, and you're gonna take 3 a day until it's done. This one's spicy, but it tastes so good. So boom. We got 3 bottles left. I like to take the pure gold early, so then the rest of them kind of wash it down and it's not so spicy. But that's spicy. So I'm gonna go ahead, take these and get to work, y'all. But this is how we do it, 3 times a day until they're done. It's gonna take about 6 days to finish it off. So, woo! That is hot, but we can meditate, breathe, and let the pure gold go down and feel the heat. The heat is gonna go down and then feel the energy rising up. So this is a little bit of a meditation. When you order the cleanse, you're actually gonna get that meditation included by Honorable Priest Kailash himself. So give thanks, y'all. How y'all feeling? We chefing up here. It's the Rich Soul Foods kitchen for now. It's a little bit cramped and tight, but we make it work no matter where we're at, and I'll give thanks. We're about to prepare our lunch feast, which is gonna be a stew, a highly vibey stew, and it's gonna be super light, y'all. The highest of the high grade coconut oil. Important step, the base. Seasoning peppers, right? So that baseline flavor. And then tomatoes. So boom, mushrooms, we're gonna put these in until they start sweating. I'll cook more is crazy, y'all, because I'm a master chef. I'm gonna put this piece together in about 10-15 minutes. It's gonna be delicious, it's gonna be full of love and abundance and all those high grade healing vibes. Ooh, I get thanks. Blessed love, y'all. So this right here is my second feast of the day, and this is gonna be really the first solid feast. And even though it's solid, this right here is a stew that was cooked quite well, so the veggies are really soft and easy to digest. So everything in here is pretty easy for me, myself, to digest. Some people may want to switch some of the ingredients, but in here, it's just simple, basic stew. Y'all can check out a couple of the recipes that we have on it. We put some coconut oil, some green onions and some onions. We sauteed that up with some mushrooms, some tomatoes, some epic seasoning peppers, and bladderwrack powder, some sweet bay leaf. Then we put some chickpeas in there, let that soak up all the juices, some some chickpeas. And then we put the finishing touches, some roasted squash, zucchini, and acorn squash. And then we put some kale in there. So this right here is something that is gonna be super nourishing. It's gonna be heartwarming and just uplifting and that good vibrations when you eat this. So this is gonna be a great feast, not only for the day after your cleanse, but for me, this is a staple. And this is something that in St. Lucia, when we first did the cleanse as a group on our retreat, I remember so vividly priest chefing up and cooking out of the clay pot. So that was a legendary experience. So this is me sort of recreating that the best that I can with the ingredients that I have. So when it comes to the second feast, it could be something enjoyable. It could be something that is solid, but make it so it's well cooked. We don't necessarily want too many things that are hard on your stomach. So for example, there's chickpeas in here. Some people don't really do well with chickpeas. So if that's you, please don't add chickpeas. Think of things that are easy for you to digest. What is that food that you make that you just know you're gonna feel so good after, you're gonna feel light after? Make that for your second dish and you're gonna be set. So I'm gonna go ahead, eat this, and then about an hour after, I'm gonna take my second round of the cleanses. So let me just give y'all a little taste test because I was eating it during and it's so good. I'm telling y'all, add bladderwrack to your stews for a next level recipe. Like, it's a game changer, game changer. How is this food, Chels?
I'm not even talking. It's so good.
Holy shit. This is what we call quick stew, what it do.
It's my second bowl already. I already filled it up when I went back to the kitchen.
Blessed love, y'all. So, it's the final feast. My last feast of the day is going to be some cocoa tea with some sea moss in there. And this right here is something super simple. To check out the recipe, you can look up in here. And during this time of cleansing, we want to think about, like I said earlier, what do we want to eat? How do we want to eat? And this is before bed. I want to give my stomach a chance to relax and not have to digest something so heavy. So this is something that we can think about maybe implementing more than just during a cleanse, where in the evening time we have something light, something that's easier to digest. And that lunch feast is gonna be the bigger feast, the one that allows our body to work and our stomach has to digest and all that. But the last one, we can make that super simple and just super easy to digest. So I give thanks, y'all. A couple things I wanted to talk about regarding the cleanses. We're talking a lot about food here, about what we're gonna eat through our mouths. But I do not wanna undermine what we're eating through our minds as well. And what I mean by that is, what are we watching during this time? What are we listening to during this time? When we're going through the cleanse, we're not just cleansing physically and the food level. We're cleansing our mind, we're cleansing our thoughts, we're cleansing our emotion, we're cleansing our environment. So clean up your home a little bit. Make sure your home is nice and clean as well. And start your journaling if you haven't, and really journal through this process and document the process to see what comes up with you, because when you release physically, you're going to be releasing emotionally as well. And those things, you may find a lot of value, really and truly. Throughout those experiences, you may find a lot of value. So that's something I would recommend, is to journal and to get a well-balanced diet of something that you're reading or listening to or watching that's super empowering, something that is gonna feed your spirit, feed your soul, right? So we're not just thinking about feeding through food. I know this whole video is about what I'm eating, but that's only a small portion of it. So I want that to be our mindset throughout this cleanse. Not only what toxins are we cleansing out of our body, but what are we cleansing out of our life? What is that gonna be? So someone asked me earlier today, how can I prep for this cleanse? And that's something that we can do to prep, is think about in all the different areas of our life, what is it that we want to cleanse out? What are the thoughts that we want to cleanse? What is it in our space, our home environment that we want to cleanse? What is it in the digital environment, our social media, our computer home screen? Maybe clean that up a little bit. What is it that we want to cleanse there? What about our friends and our relationships? What is it that we want to cleanse there? Right, so when we do that before we start the cleanse, as we go through the cleansing process, we're gonna be able to release those as we release physically, and everything's just gonna work in harmony. And I believe that that is such a beautiful process when we work mind, body, spirit all in one, and we take the whole value of self and we put it to good use. So I give thanks, y'all. Give thanks for tuning in for this video. It is an honor to be here. It's an honor to provide these products from my lineage to y'all and to share this high-grade healing. I'm just so grateful that I even came across this path in my life, and I'm grateful that I have people like you who are tuning in and want to go on this journey too, interested in cleansing. I give thanks, y'all. Such a beautiful experience. Ja Rastafaro.